What it is, what it do, cyber world, it is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com, babies. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate and love each and every one of you for your endless support and love for this program. It would be nothing without each and every one of your beautiful faces downloading on a daily basis. It works out. You know, we get 250,000 streams worldwide. Over 250,000 streams worldwide and counting. It continues. All right, so we're going to talk about rejection today, right now. We're going to talk about rejection because rejection is sometimes for your protection and can lead you to bigger and better things. I was talking with somebody about how I never broke into the Atlanta market when it came to radio. And they were saying, oh, well, as you know, you should just, you should try it again. You should try to do it and try to get in there. It'll be really good for you publicity-wise and getting to know the community a little bit better. Yeah, I will take slow progress over no progress any day. And the fact of the matter is, I left Columbus State with my degree, with references, with a demo, with everything. And I'm like, okay, if I'm an employer at one of these stations and I get this young girl that has her stuff set up just right, everything is laid in a row, okay? And she's coachable. If there are things that she doesn't know about, she's coachable. Why wouldn't I want to take this girl on and make her one of the biggest forces out of Atlanta? Why not? I'm going to name somebody. I usually don't name people, but I figured, what does it matter now, right? So, the program director at that time was Reggie Rouse for CBS Radio in Atlanta. Sup, Reggie? Yeah. Cigar Ash. Hash brown. Well, anyways, my strategy for getting attention in the Atlanta market, because I didn't have any close connections, that was really the main thing that prevented me from getting into that market, is because I didn't have an in. I had everything else, but I had no one to vouch for me. And so what happened was I was faxing my resume every single day for about 6 months straight. Resume sent out. Weekly, I was mailing out my demos just in case I didn't get the first CD or the second or the third. And I don't even want to think about how much money I spent on just sending those out. But I was doing that on a regular basis and heard nothing. Now, I will tell you guys, hearing nothing is worse than hearing like a no or maybe I'm going to think about it. Because at least they acknowledge that they got it. You know what I'm saying? So, in my mind, poor little Angelic Ash is just like, oh my gosh, maybe they didn't get it. Oh, and I sent it twice in a day. Oh, and I sent it 3 or 4 times a day. And it was regardless of format, because I had worked with 14 different formats of radio in Columbus, which was another thing I thought would give me a leg up on the competition here. And it didn't work out. So, after about 6 months of me constantly sending out these resumes, constantly mailing out these demos, constantly emailing and just trying to get in contact with somebody to listen to me, I decided to go another route and start calling them up and speaking with the program director, because maybe if they listen to me and they hear me, that I'm an actual person, it will make a different impression and they'll put 2 and 2 together. And hey, I'll even take an internship. I'll even take an unpaid internship. I was just so hungry for it. So, Reggie Rouse, I called him, and I want to say he was maybe like the second or third program director that I tried to call, but he was the only one I actually got in contact with. So I got on the line with him, and I was like, yes, this is my chance, this is my opportunity. And so I'm pitching myself, perfect. And he's like, okay, well, first off, I know who you are. Please stop faxing your resume. So that already kind of set the tone that, okay, he's perturbed at me. I will see he is very perturbed with me. But, Reggie, I'm workable. Give you girls something to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work this thing out. It ain't even a question. So, Time goes on, and then the conversation basically goes to no, and no. And I just told him flat out, I said, look, I will volunteer my time. I'm not even concerned about getting paid. I just want to be in the field. I want to get insight from the veterans that have been doing it for decades. I want to get insight on how the industries are different and how the markets are different from Columbus, Georgia to Atlanta, Georgia. And he said, no. He said, you're coming from Columbus. You're not going to be able to pick up in this market. It's completely different. And I get that. I understand that there's going to be mass differences in it. But the fact that I'm telling you, I'm not just some kid off the street that said, hey, I think I want to do radio one of these days. I've been trained by a program director on how to manage a station, on production, on editing, executing. I've done all of that stuff. And you tell me no? So I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to sit up here and tell a story. That really bruised my ego. And it hurt me like really deeply because at that time, I really was passionate about jumping into radio. And down the line, maybe like a year or so later, I think it was about a year later, I got an internship with Q100. And I was in their promotions division. And there was one morning that I think they had us report there at like something like 10 o'clock or something to help with promo. So I was helping with publicity and promotions, meaning I was calling up people that hadn't claimed their prizes. I was trying to get the right telephone numbers and whatever else that they needed help with. So this particular morning, they had asked me to go to the studio and get the prize book. And they're like, look, and it was very crazy. It was so like ridiculously funny. But they were like, look, you go in there and you see Bert. You don't look Bert in the face. Don't look at him. Don't look him in the face. You hear? Just get the prize book. You get out. I was like, what the heck? It doesn't even seem like Bert would be like that, but whatever. So I get in there and I'm just like, look, I don't need to be talked to like I'm a child. I'm just there to get the book. Let me just get the prize book. So I went in there to get the prize book, and Bert actually stopped me. Bert stopped me and was like, hey, you're new face. I've never seen you in here before. I was like, yeah, I just started. And he's like, well, what's your name? Oh, my name's Ash, Ash Brown. And he's like, oh, and, he started asking me, really kind of quizzing me about, where I went to school, where I graduated from, what were my plans. And he was very inspirational in his approach to me. And it was more than I ever would have imagined that he would offer up in that one conversation, which I've seen him since. And of course, he's seen and meets and talks to thousands of people on a regular basis. So, of course, I don't even expect him to remember me, and he didn't. But that instance of his kindness that he offered up in that moment, it has carried on with me, and it has left such an impact on my heart to where I want to do the same for other people. I want to do that. I want to leave a good, positive vibe with people. And that's what Ash said it is for me. It's my good, positive vibe. It's my imprint to the world on you're capable. The first step is you got to believe. That's the first step. But, it's amazing how things can turn around, because that one no, thank you, Reggie Rouse, thank you. That one no helped to get me so many yeses. So many yeses. So I'm just thankful to be able to do the things that I'm doing and to be in the contact with people that I'm in contact with and to be on projects when I'm working and stuff with. Shout out to Clairvoyant Entertainment. Yes, Clairvoyant Entertainment is doing the White Folks Red Carpet screening at the Plaza Theater. Yes, Landmark Theater. You guys can follow them now across social media at White Folks the Movie. Go and get those tickets. There's only a handful of tickets left, I want to say, because this event will sell out. There's no question about it. It will sell out. So jump onto that. Bert's Big Adventure noon to night event happens at the Avalon, September the 14th. It goes down. All right. And you may see a couple of familiar faces. You may see a little bit of chocolate goodness gracing the catwalk once more. It's been a minute, but some things you never lose. It's like riding a bike. You just don't forget certain things. So that's going to be fun. And you can go to experienceavalon.com for your tickets. That is also another sold out event. And lastly, but certainly not least, Girls Wine Out. The Girls Wine Out event happens the end of the month. I want to say it's September the 30th. Yeah, September the 30th. It happens at wonderful and beautiful and luxurious Chateau Alon, darling. Yes, in Braselton, Georgia. Looking forward to that. So it is what it is. I'm really fortunate and thankful that people continue to push forward no matter what. Because if I had taken that no or some of those other no's and really just internalized it, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. You guys would have no idea what the heck Ash said it is and why the heck should we care. You never know. You never know. So I'm thankful for you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you so very much. Keep pushing forward no matter what. And don't let anyone ever talk you out of your dream. Anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. Because that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, it's cool, it's fun, but real life is so much better. Way better. All right. Well, holla at y'all. Shout out to CBS Radio. Reggie Rouse. I see you out there playing. Keep doing your thing.